Is it visible? 1 minute. Okay. In the starting of the class today, I had told AC machines. AC machines already have completed the transformers. Transformers we have completed. Asynchronous machines are of two types. Sorry, synchronous machines are of two types: AC generator and AC motor. Synchronous machines are AC generator and AC motor. If Ns is equal to N, that is called synchronous machine. If Ns is not equal to N, that is the asynchronous machine. Asynchronous machines are induction motors. Tomorrow we'll start in 4th unit induction motor. Okay. Induction motor are two types: three-phase induction motor, single-phase induction motor. Okay. After completion of that, we will start the synchronous. Now tell me the difference between synchronous and asynchronous machine. I had told in the starting of the class. What is the difference between synchronous and asynchronous machine? Hello. Tell me. What is the difference between synchronous and asynchronous machine? See on the board I have written one NS. NS is equal to 1500 RPM. That is the designer speed. While designing the machine, the manufacturer will give the specification sheet. In specification sheet, they will give the speed, reference speed, that is 1500 RPM. If our N is the actual speed, NS is the synchronous speed. N is the actual speed when you are running the machine in our house. When you are running the machine, if the speed is not equal to 1500 RPM, both are not in synchronism. Both the speeds are not matching. That is called asynchronous machine. Induction motor, three-phase induction motor is an asynchronous machine. It will never run at synchronous speed. It will never run at NS is called synchronous speed. Remember this. NS is called synchronous speed, and the formula for NS is formula for NS is 120 F by P. F is called frequency of the supply voltage. P is the number of poles. P is the number of poles. If P is high, what happens to synchronous speed? How designer will decide the synchronous speed? Depending upon frequency and number of poles in the machine. Suppose if P is equal to 4 poles, I suppose the frequency is 50. Number of poles are 4. Let us take frequency is 50. Poles is 4. Number of poles, north pole, south pole, north pole, south pole. 4 poles are there. What is the speed? Is it 1500 RPM?
Yes, sir.
Speed of the machine is 1500 revolutions per minute. Suppose if P is equal to 6, what happens to speed?
Particular situation will get 1500 RPM only, sir.
No, it may be 3000 RPM also. If a number of poles is 2, what happens to NS? 3000 RPM. Number of poles is reduced, means speed will increase. If you reduce the number of poles, speed will increase. If you increase the number of poles, speed will reduce. Because NS is inversely proportional to number of poles. Depending upon our requirement. Suppose in your house, sometimes you are using the fan of low speed. We are purchasing low speed fan. In the low speed, the cost is very less. Depending upon if you want only low price one, we'll go for the low speed one. If you want the high speed, we'll go for high price. That will decide the number of poles also inside that. Okay. Even your ceiling fan is the single phase induction motor. In your house, whatever the fan you are using, that is called single phase induction motor. Actually, the designer will decide the speed depending upon the P, number of poles in your fan. So if while designing it is 1500 rpm, but when you run at home, it may not be at 1500 rpm, it will run at 1300 rpm, it will run at 1000 rpm. There is difference in between the speeds. Actual speed, n is the actual speed in your house, ns is the designer speed. If both are not equal, it is called induction machine. In your house we are only using induction machine, not the, you are using asynchronous machine, that is induction asynchronous machine, not the synchronous machines, because we want the variable speeds. Okay, so that is ns formula. You remember the formula for ns, and we'll define one slip. In asynchronous machine, slip will be there. In synchronous machine, slip is 0. In synchronous machine, why slip is 0?
ns is equal to n.
ns is equal to n. That's why slip is 0 in the synchronous machine. But in induction machine, we'll define one term that is called slip, because there is mismatch in the speeds. Slip is defined as ns minus n by ns. This formula they will ask for 2 marks in exam. You had to write slip formula and you had to write ns formula also. Ns is equal to 120 f by p. Okay, tomorrow we'll discuss all these things. Formulas, problems also they'll give based on this formulas. Very simple formulas. You will easily get 2 marks in induction machine. First we will discuss 3-phase induction motor. Then we will go for the single phase. In asynchronous machine, we will discuss 2 types of motors. One is 3-phase induction motor and another one is single phase induction motor. There also you will get 2 coils. There also you will get 2 coils. One is stator coil and the one is the rotor coil. Only 2 coils will be there, whether it is the DC generator, DC motor, AC generator, AC motor, induction motor, whatever may be the motor generator. We'll have only 2 coils. What are those 2 coils? We'll discuss tomorrow. Before that, already I have completed transformers connections. 4 types, 3-phase transformer connections. In the previous class, I have explained. Most of them are absent. Only 10 students are present in that class when I have explained 3-phase transformer connections. Can you go through those and come in prepared in the next class, so that it will be easy for me to explain the induction motor, 3-phase induction motor. I am giving the task for tomorrow class, that is write down, read and come 3-phase transformer connections. 3-phase transformer connections. I have already explained 3-phase transformer connections in the previous class. That is star star, delta delta. 4 types of connections I have explained. First one is star star 3-phase transformer connection. Second one is delta delta. Third one is star delta. Fourth one is delta star in transformers, 3-phase transformers. Yeah, for exam, university exam also, this is very, very important. They last for 5 marks. Last class I have explained, only if below 10 students have attended this class before exams. If you want me tomorrow again to explain, I'll explain. But first read and come. I'll ask the questions, then I will explain. Okay, shall we end the class now? Tomorrow we'll proceed. Once if you read the 3-phase transformer connections. Can you read and come tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, 1 minute, I will take the attendance then. Five, 6, 7 present or not? 5, 6, 7, 10, 5, 6, 7, 10, 13, 15, 19, 20, 21, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34, 36.
36 is present, sir. He's at bottom.
Okay. Okay. 41.
37 present, sir.
Okay. 41. 41, 43.
Sir, 43 he just logged out, sir.
Okay. Then 43 are present. Then 44, 45. 44, 45. 47. Absent. 47, 52. Absent. 54, 56.
Absent, sir, absent.
60.
Absent.
Absent. Okay. Okay, now we can exit. I have taken the attendance.